My landlord has started conducting weekly unannounced inspections of my apartment. And recently, he walked in on me unexpectedly while I was in my underwear, claiming he owns the place and can enter any time he pleases. For the past month, he's been inspecting my apartment almost every week, usually with minimal warning. Sometimes he sends a text late the night before or even the morning of, informing me he's stopping by. Other times, he doesn't even bother with a heads up. Yesterday was the breaking point. He showed up without any notice and let himself in with his key while I was in my underwear, making coffee in the kitchen, completely unaware someone was about to barge in. I heard the door unlock and there he was, standing in my living room like it was no big deal. I screamed, scrambled to cover myself, and told him he can't just walk in like that. I was shaken and honestly felt creeped out. His response, he just shrugged and said, "It's my building, I can come in whenever I want." He then made some flimsy excuse about needing to check the smoke alarm, which he'd already looked at the previous week. I told him I don't care if he owns the property, barging in without proper notice isn't okay, and I'm pretty sure it's not legal. He scoffed and left only after I kept protesting. I stood there, clutching whatever I could to cover myself, feeling violated and furious. I've rented apartments for years and never dealt with a landlord like this. I always pay rent on time and keep the place in great condition, so there's no reason for him to act like I'm hiding something. These so-called inspections started about a month ago. Initially, he'd text something like, "I'll be by tomorrow to check the pipes," but it was always less than a day's notice, sometimes just a few hours. From what I know, in many places, landlords must give at least 24 hours notice for non-emergency visits. I'm pretty sure snooping doesn't count as an emergency. Yesterday's zero-notice intrusion was the final straw. I was mortified and enraged that he saw me half-dressed and thought he could just stroll in. I yelled at him to leave, emphasizing that his actions weren't legal. That's when he threw out the "my property" excuse. It blew my mind that he genuinely believes owning the building gives him free rein to invade my space. Tenants have rights to privacy and peaceful enjoyment of their home. Rent isn't just for a roof, it's for a private, harassment-free space. I didn't physically shove him out, but I was tempted. He left with an irritated attitude, like I was the one inconveniencing him. I'm posting this because I'm almost certain his actions violate landlord-tenant laws, but I want to confirm. Can landlords do random weekly inspections with less than 24 hours notice? Can they just unlock your door and walk in whenever they feel like it? I seriously doubt it. I'm shaken and angry, and I plan to research my tenant rights and possibly report this. But I'd appreciate advice on handling a landlord who ignores boundaries. I don't want to escalate unnecessarily, but I won't tolerate living like this. Any suggestions on next steps, legal info, how to confront him, etc. would be helpful. Thanks. Also, I've started double locking the door and am considering a chain lock, though I know he could still get in when I'm not home. Update 1. Thanks to everyone who responded to my original post. I took your advice and researched tenant rights. As I suspected, my landlord is absolutely breaking the law with these unannounced visits. In my state, and most others, landlords must provide. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.